Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending this session. I'm Hiroaki Shima from JR Freight. Now, in this session, I would like to explain about. I would like to introduce about my company and our company's experience. This is everything is in Japan's experience. And if you're interested in my presentation and you need to know more and more, please contact me after this session, please. Okay, first, I would like to explain about freight railway in Japan in the general information. Okay, first, this year, 2023, marks anniversary year, the 150th anniversary year. This is the start of freight transport in Japan. When I change a business card in this session, you can see some logos like this. We use this logo in this year, and we celebrate the anniversary year. In this milestone year, we have various events in Japan. And next is establishment of our company. In 1987, the Japan National Railway divided, privatized, and 7 JR company established. 6 passenger company, the left side, and 1 freight railway company, the right side. And right side is my company, our company. Passenger company owns trucks in each region, divided 6 regions, and operate passenger railway business. And our company, JR Freight, by accessing trucks of passenger companies. We don't own main lines. When we operate freight trains, but freight transport is not completed within one region. So in many cases, freight trains are operated by connecting several passengers companies. Although JR Freight doesn't own the main line, we own facilities such as loading stocks, locomotive wagons, and also we have drivers, train drivers, station staffs, and also maintenance staffs. At the moment, JR Freight is only company that operates freight railway business throughout Japan, in Japan. Next is our corporate data. We, JR Freight, have 5,000 employees in company, but we do business, not only my main company, as a group company. So in my group, in our group, 10,000 people are working for freight railway operating business. And we are operating about 400 freight stations, 400 freight trains, and using over 200 freight stations. The right pie chart is a breakdown of container rail transport in Japan, what we transport by freight trains. Recently, the main item have been, for example, foodstuffs, such as beverage, beer and drinks, juice or something, and sweets. Sweets is, let's say, potato chips or something like this. And as well as parcel cargo. Parcel cargo that includes many e-commerce related cargos. In Japan, Amazon or something, like Thailand, Lazada, Shopee or something, yeah. And we traditionally transport paper pulp, chemical products, agricultural products. Okay. This slide shows our advantage in 7 points, so many points, but I would like to explain. The first is ability to transport goods. With 1 train and 1 driver, a single freight train can transport 65 large trucks worth of freight in Japan. And second is eco-friendly mode. Rail is eco-friendly mode. As I mentioned in the panel discussion in this morning, the CO2 gas emission is 1 per 11 less than commercial trucks. So, and we also use Eco-Rail mark as one method of appealing to general customers. And third point is a labor program named 2024 program in Japan. It will be difficult to secure truck drivers in Japan from next year. And so the use of the railway for long distance transport is now increasing. Fourth point is transport of dangerous goods. Yeah, we can transport safety dangerous goods by rail. And fifth point is provide a container as a railway operator. In most other countries, also in State Railway Thailand, railway operators only own locomotives and freight wagon and solely responsible for operating them, requiring customers to prepare containers. So as a result, transport is linked to marine transport because shipping company has so many containers in the mainstream. In Japan, their freight contribute to domestic transport in Japan. The sixth is Trump. Sorry, I forgot. This is a mistake. Right? Okay, I mentioned already dangerous goods. Yeah, and okay, seventh point. Seventh point is we are carry activity with a social mission, such as transporting relief supplies after natural disaster, because in Japan there are so many natural disasters, like a typhoon or heavy rain, something. And not only railway business, we also business in real estate business. We are mainly developing in freight stations. For example, two buildings, such as two buildings, Tokyo Railgate West and Tokyo Railgate East, have been completed in Tokyo Freight Terminal Station. The freight station in front of huge warehouse will be utilized to expand logistics. And not only in Japan, now JR Freight starts the business activity outside of Japan. We are aiming for overseas business, our third pillar. First pillar is railway business, second is real estate, and third pillar is this overseas business. We invite so many persons from outside government and railway operators and many manufacturers to our facilities to guide to freight stations and maintenance factories. And also, we participate several surveys in such as India, Myanmar, Indonesia, and so many countries. And next slide is activity in Thailand. While discussing with the Ministry of Transport in Thailand and State Railway of Thailand, we are supporting the formulation of rules for dangerous goods transport by rail. We did 2 trial runs in Thailand. The first was liquid nitrogen, and the second was liquid natural gas, LNG. Also, we joined the working committee, verify trial results, and formulate new rules. We participate as only foreign observer in this working group. And not only Thailand, our activities are neighboring countries. In Cambodia, 2 trial runs were carried out with support of Japanese government, EMRIT and JICA during COVID-19 pandemics. The first was Cambodian southern line, and second was a northern line. We established a good relationship with Cambodian Ministry of Public Work and Transport, and railway operators, Royal Railway. And our company is interested in not only the governmental survey, but also in the freight railway business in ASEAN regions. So the red square is our business in Japan. We would like to commercialize For example, freight train operation, for example, container yard, freight station operation, handling various containers, not only general container, but reefer container, tank container, something. And maintenance of railway rolling stocks, especially our locomotives, especially locomotives and wagons. Okay, and second theme is our experience of Japan JR Freight. So I will pick three our experience. And the first is freight train operation. Okay, in container transport, not only railway transport, we need cargo collection and cargo delivery to connect our customer. And in Japan, this is by railway forwarders and performed before and after our railway transport. In Japan, a railway forwarder exists 150 companies in many cases. Collection and delivery are handling by different companies. So JR Freight need to connect each three players and realize one multimodal transport. Next is talking about layout in freight station. Since most of main lines in Japan have been electrified, almost 70%, work at conventional freight station in Japan has involved many procedures using electric locomotives for main line and diesel locomotives for shunting. It takes so long time between train arrival and departure. I will show some animation. After arrival, we need to switch the locomotive from electric locomotive to diesel locomotive. The first one was electric, and now the diesel locomotive shunting. And after shunting, we lift on or lift off the containers. And after our activity, we need another shunting for departure. And after that, we can departure to the main line. This is almost 5 steps. Yeah. In order to more efficiency link main line operation, we change the layout of our freight stations. What we changed was the track line where electric locomotive arrive and depart also served as cargo handling lines. Okay, the animation is like this. After arrival, the train into the cargo handling line. And after Ro-Ro operation, the train departures. It's a very simple procedure. As a result of change of the new layout, containers cannot be unloaded immediately, can now unloaded immediately after arrival, and the freight train can now depart immediately. JR Freight has introduced this new layout at 31 freight stations in Japan. Okay. Next is a system. We use 3 systems control the entire freight railway transport. Named 1 IT friend, 2 trace system, and 3 driver system. First, IT friends has an interface with customers and also management system. They also have a management function for operation freight railway. And second one, IT friends is connected to trace system. Trace system is managed for manage container location, and driver system, which connect with truck drivers. Today, I will explain about the second trace system. Based on IT friends' internal job information, Trace has added a container location management function for forklift. Forklift is a container handling equipment in container yard. We put many sensors and also put some RFID tags on container and trucks and wagons. In the cabin of the forklift operator checks the container information from IT friends. And when forklift catch the containers, based on the information from IT friends, the operator lift on, lift off about the one container. They can, sorry for this is only Japanese, but they can understand the information, what to do the next. And using this information, our operator operates one container per 1 minute. This is for your reference. It takes 2 or 3 minutes for a reach stacker in another country like Thailand to lift on, lift off, or 4 or 5 minutes for a gantry crane at a port operation. So it's an amazing speedy operation in Japan. And next is safety. Safety is the most important thing for a railway operator. So of course, in trace system, we guarantee about safety. When we handle the dangerous goods, we alert the operator like this. Sorry, some sounds happened after that. Okay, sorry, no sounds, okay. But some sounds happens in the operator's cabin. And third function is location. Yes, trace is a location system. So not only for our work, but our customer requires detailed location of their cargo. So we provide a real-time cargo location. And we provide accurate container location on not only running trains, but also in container yards. This is a map of container yard of our station, and we can trace which container is exactly where it is. Okay, next experience is driver training. I will explain about the driver training in Japan. Okay, we train rail driver in-house in our company. Based on the laws and rules of the Japanese government, JR Freight is preparing a course at our own in-house training school and skill course by actual driving on locomotives. The 2 courses combined take about 1 year to train full licensed driver. JR Freight would like to share its knowledge. Maybe 1 year is shorter than other countries. So we would like to share this knowledge of driver training with other countries and contribute to solving their problems. Sorry, this is some case of a course, and we set up the detailed course for training. And I will introduce the training school in our company. The right side photograph or the left side, safety is a top priority. So we conduct safety education to learn about serious accident that occurred in the past. In our school, we also have a classroom for learning signals and driving simulator. After our employees enter the training school, they spend half a year living, eating together and take intensive training. In addition to desk study, trainees acquire skills through simulator training in which sample travel occurs. And next slide is some sample of simulators. The locomotive simulator is capable of reproducing 20 different types of accidents. The students need to deal with the accident taking place right in front of them quickly and in the right way, appropriately. Okay, and final experience, I will introduce about the loading stock maintenance. First, I would like to explain about in which environment we operate our rolling stocks and we maintenance. JR Freight has a railway network from north to south area in Japan. The environment of Japan belong to in the north area is a sub-Arctic zone, and its winter is so severe in the northern part. And while the southern part belong to the subtropical, so the temperature and humidity is so high all year round. And our track gauge is 1067, a little wider than GMS countries, which is a 1 meter gauge. And for safety reason, each rolling stocks must be well maintained to stop within 600 meters, even at maximum speed. This is our environment. And we have developed rolling stocks together with manufacturers. We don't buy catalog locomotives. We develop locomotives and rolling stocks with manufacturers and maintained by ourselves. About 17th of Japanese line are electrified, as mentioned. We have DC electric locomotives and also AC electric locomotives. And on non-electrified lines, we use diesel locomotives. To reduce the environmental impact, JR Freight also developed the HT300 series, a hybrid diesel locomotives, which have a small diesel engine and also a big storage battery, lithium-ion battery. And not only locomotives, we own the wagons. There are two main types of freight wagons, container wagon and tank wagons. Container freight wagons are all owned by JR Freight, and tank wagons are owned by shippers, like oil companies. But maintenance is all undertaken by JR Freight. Also, the dry container is owned and maintained by JR Freight. And some shipper owns the tank container or refrigerator containers, reefer containers. Okay, next is we have maintenance depots and in each region where each locomotive type is mainly used. There are overhaul depots, 4 for locomotive, 4 for freight wagons, so total 8 overhaul depots. And based on the railway laws and regulations of Japanese government, from daily inspection to overhaul, we have 4 stages of maintenance. And last presentation, I will pick up 3 JR Freight advantages in maintenance. The first is inspection management system. Instead of repairing after it breaks, we analyze the condition of rolling stocks and past failures and repair in advance. We call this as a preventive maintenance. It's a keyword. All work activity is recorded in our IT system and used to share the condition of each rolling stocks and analyze failure trends. Next advantage is tire flat detection system. In the circular wheels are scrapped when we use the brakes and flat surface is formed. Driver safety and trans quality, we need to reduce this condition. We have installed a system to detect flat in several places in Japan, and taking measures such as wagon replacement for serious flats. Okay, and last slide is also education. For the maintenance staff, we also have an in-house training center dedicated and provide education for acquiring skills, maintaining skills, and also improving skills. So please come to our schools. Okay, I can show you and explain how we train our employees, our technicians. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that our experience in Japan will be useful to all of you, and we hope to be able to collaborate with not only Thailand, but Thailand and other countries more and more. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Shima-chan. Any question for him? No? Okay.
So my name is Wachira from Chulalongkorn University. So you show me that the JR Freight have own container box, right? So I see that the container box of JR Freight have a wide variety of type, a long and a short one, like 12 feet, 20 or 31 feet, right? And my question is what is the benefit of having such a wide variety of container? Why don't use a typical 20 feet or 40 feet container?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. The reason why we have so many various container is we have some history. And in the past, the Japanese road is so narrow, so we cannot transport big truck and also big container. So maybe our father, grandfather, the generation thinks which size container is suitable for Japan. And the one answer is 12 feet containers. So this is not ISO international containers, only domestic containers in Japan. But we're still using this because this is good for small lot transportation. And just in Japan, customer required us transport, high quality transport service. It means they don't, for example, they don't like a crash or something, some trouble for the cargo. And small lot transportation is suitable for Japanese customer. Yeah, but it's not international. So they are afraid we need to transport international maritime container such as 20 feet, 40 feet. So we transport and we produce our container for 20 feet and 40 feet. And also we have another story. In Japan, the truck size is bigger and bigger and almost 30 feet. And but now Japanese government would like to shift the truck transport to railway transport. So we make same size container as a truck, 30 feet container, and request our customer to shift truck to railway. So we have a 12, 20, 30, and 40 feet containers. Yeah, so this is our issue. We need to own so many facilities, but we would like to reduce facilities. So now we asking customers to which size of container they would like to use in the future. So we need to decide which container we will invest. Yeah, this is a current situation. Is it okay for your question?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, because of the time, maybe we only have one question. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Shima.
ขอบคุณครับ